this is Travis. Yes, the clickbait is actually true. ChatGPT evaluates my work and I'm paid accordingly. We're going to go over Bittensor Subnet number 93, Bitcast. Stick around until the end to hear my personal thoughts about the subnet. And before we start, none of this is financial advice. I'm just sharing how this very new Bittensor Subnet works and my experience with it thus far. So brands want to get their products into the minds of potential customers. Often they hire influencers and content creators to do this by mentioning their brand. And each relationship is unique and sometimes hard to manage, and middlemen take a cut along the way. Creators also have to negotiate and secure the terms of their deals, which takes their focus away from what they're best at, creating content. What if there was a platform where brands can simply list their requirements and any creator can compete to fulfill them without having to negotiate contracts nor deals nor signups? Brands can focus on what they want, creators can focus on creativity. This is Subnet 93, Bitcast's vision. So how does it work? In Bitcast, miners are the content creators. The subnet owner publishes briefs, which are like challenges or requirements for content. Every week, a new brief starts and lasts a few weeks. So for example, last week, the brief was to spend at least 2 minutes educating on the dynamic tau concept. Creators had to explain dynamic tau, subnets, alpha tokens, and how to get them. I did a video for this brief, link in the description. So how do we know if a miner met this criteria? Once a creator uploads their content to YouTube, YouTube auto-transcribes the video. In addition, creators provide access to how their videos are performing to Bitcast validators via an API. Validators evaluate miners based on the performance of miners' videos. Miners cannot manipulate this data as the data is direct from YouTube and it doesn't pass through miners' hands. So validators armed with statistics about the miner videos and the transcripts of those videos have the ingredients needed to determine which miners performed the briefs the best. But how do we know if someone just uploaded a garbage video as a miner? This is where the use of AI comes in. The validation actually goes through ChatGPT 4.0. An AI evaluates my work. An AI was given the transcript of my video explaining dynamic tau and approved it for me to get paid as a miner on Subnet 93. So what you're seeing here is the actual brief from last week. ChatGPT took this and the transcript of my video to determine whether or not to pay me as a miner. To me, it's insane that I have to please an AI to get paid. And here's where it gets Inception-like. This video, the one you're watching, the words I'm saying right now, have been vetted by ChatGPT 4.0 to confirm that I'm meeting the brief requirements to get paid for the next brief. Here's the actual brief I'm meeting right now. Spend 30 seconds educating about Bitcast, highlight that Bitcast is a decentralized technology powered by Bittensor, that creators are the miners, highlight the benefits of Bitcast like speed, scale, and quality, and raise awareness of the subnet and provide links in the description. Let's dig into the incentive mechanism, or how miners are rewarded. At the time of this video, miners are rewarded based on the following. Their video must have been published after the brief start date. There's also a prompt injection check to catch cheaters. And as I mentioned earlier, the script needs to match the brief. And the channel must have high retention. That is, how much of each video on average was viewed before the viewer clicked away. If these criteria are met, a miner can start receiving emissions. The amount of emissions miners receive depends on the hours viewed of the videos that match the brief. And then of course these incentives are constantly being updated and refined with the goal of having miners produce the most value, and the subnet owner can add new incentives when needed as well. So content creators from anywhere and everywhere in the world can compete to achieve the most views. The miners that get the most reach are rewarded the most. They are rewarded based on their views relative to the other miners. Now, once they get the incentive mechanism polished, the competition between miners means that Bitcast can provide a service that is very fast, scalable, and the highest quality. This competition between miners means that the miners who provide poor quality videos or miners who miss brief start dates will not get paid as much as the miners who provide high quality, timely videos. Now, at the time of this recording, the top miners on the subnet are making approximately 200 USD per day from emissions, or 250 Subnet 93 alpha. This, of course, will fluctuate. Miners currently need any modern computer. They don't even need a GPU, though. And then they're also going to want to be able to create engaging content. Now, Subnet 93 went live last week, so that's early May 2025. Bitcast has an ambitious roadmap. They've just launched. They're focusing on improving miner and validator experience and getting Bittensor creators onboarded to start talking about Bittensor. Next, they're going to get the miner code set up in such a way that it requires no technical expertise, allowing for a wider range of creators to compete, thereby increasing the quality. They're going to do subnet sponsored briefs where creators make videos like this one that you're watching right now, and then expand to onboarding crypto YouTube creators, not just Bittensor maxis like me. Next, they're looking at building an analytics portal and doing sponsored briefs from crypto brands outside of Bittensor. There's more roadmap you can look at yourself, see the link in the description. And all the while, I'm sure there will be many miner exploits they'll need to patch. I'm sure I will be a 100% reliable miner, and I would never pay my friends to watch my videos and exploit the system. So the core team is Tom and Will. Will used to be a miner on Bittensor and previously worked at Tensora, an active Bittensor company. I messaged them for more information. They are planning to be fully doxed and get a team page on their website soon to be transparent. Now, normally for these subnet showcase videos, I don't want to put my personal thoughts in them. I want to stay as objective as possible. But I'll make an exception in this case because I am mining the subnet, and it is a very new subnet. So I was hesitant to showcase this subnet. It's a very, very new, unproven subnet, and as with all subnets, there will be massive issues with the incentive mechanism before they get it right. It's also possible that it doesn't even work in the long run. Nobody really knows. But it pokes at something I'm very excited to see in Bittensor, which is non-technical everyday folks being able to get started mining Tau. You don't have to be a 150 IQ autist in order to mine Tau anymore. I like AI as much as the rest of us, but subnets where everyday folks can work, that's super cool. The second thing I wanted to bring up is this whole video you're watching right now is proof of the power of incentives. This video wouldn't exist without the incentives. I certainly would have done another subnet video first if it weren't for the incentives. There does seem to be something in this subnet. After all, you're now aware that this subnet exists, and while I'm planning to do many more subnet videos, I was incentivized to create this video now. I wasn't planning on doing this subnet, but we're all here thanks to incentives. Incentives are powerful. Now, if you're interested in using the subnet for your brand, you can hit up the subnet owner on Subnet 93's Discord or reach out on X. And if you're interested in mining and competing with me for rewards, eroding my rewards, get lost. I'm just kidding, you can head to Subnet 93's Discord to get started or jump into the GitHub. Links to everything, of course, are in the description. And if you're completely new to Bittensor and you don't understand any of the Bittensor related jargon, feel free to watch the playlist in the description that will help you get up to speed very quickly. Like, subscribe.